Welcome back, everyone. Now, as promised, we have our daily inspiration, and this morning we are joined by Prathisha. Welcome, my darling.
Thank you, Zoe, and it's such a pleasure to be here on your debut for the morning show.
I know, I'm getting a whole morning show to myself.
Exciting vibes,
I'm
right?
so excited. Happy to be here.
So let's
what have
keep
you got
up
for us
with the
today?
happiness vibes, and I want you to expand your energy because it literally is impossible to be feeling unhappy when you're in an expanded state.
I get that.
We're
I
all
get
just
that.
going to be excited and
This is
expanded.
like this.
And we're keeping the good vibes going. So you, me, and the viewers are going to play a game this morning. And it's called What's Good With Me. So I'm going to have a turn. You're going to have a turn. And you're at home are definitely going to have a turn. And in studio, you're most welcome to play with us. So what's good with me? What's good with me is that the drive this morning was stunning with a beautiful sunrise up already. What's good with you this morning?
This morning, the baby slept really well last night.
Oh, yay. As
And
a
I
young
actually-
mom, that I know
Yeah,
that
I got to do my makeup all in one sitting without getting interrupted.
Oh,
which
yes?
for me is like, I mean, I got here on time. I got here early, so for me
Definitely
that's
a
small
win,
miracle.
Zoe. Definitely a win. And what's good with me is that I'm here with you guys and we're sharing happiness.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm 100%. I mean, I've been wanting to do a full show, so I'm actually with you on that one. What is good with me is I'm getting to do this. I get to do what I love. I've got nothing to complain about.
Super
at this
duper
point.
awesome.
Yeah.
And what's good with me is the lovely people that I've met here in studio this morning, and we've all had great chats.
Yeah. What's good with me? I'm going away this weekend.
Nice.
So a bit of a breakaway. It's only as far as the South Coast. It's only 2 hours away. But I'm going to treat it like it's the best thing that's happened
Like
since
it's a different country
sliced bread.
altogether.
It's good for the soul.
So now that we've all got our energies up and going and everyone's feeling good, because it's impossible to be feeling unhappy with that, right? So that's a super one that you can play at home with your family, with your kids, at work, wherever you go. And it's a good way to get started. So Zoe, I want you to point to yourself. If I asked you to point to yourself, where would you point? So you're pointing at your heart, right?
Yes.
So people generally will point to their heart or their head if you ask them to point to yourself. Nobody's going to be pointing to their little baby toe, right?
It doesn't make sense.
So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the heart, which is also known as the seat of your soul, okay? So there's an electromagnetic field around your heart as there is one around your brain. And I like to get my research from the Institute of Heart Math. And they actually say that the electromagnetic field around your heart is 50 times more than the one around your brain. So stuff's getting dictated actually from our hearts more than it is our brain. They've also found that the messages being sent from your heart to your brain are a lot quicker than from your brain to your heart. Which is why our emotions, our feelings, and everything good that comes out of your heart actually dictates your life. And that's what we're talking about today. So we're going to be talking about heart coherence, right? When you feel negative, frustrated, do you notice that your heartbeat changes? It does, right? That actually affects your heart coherence. So if you had to look at a graph of when you're feeling frustrated, you'd see you have erratic heart rhythms. If you look at a graph where you're feeling appreciation and gratitude and you're happy, your heart rhythms paint a beautiful little picture. It's a coherent graph, okay? And here's another fun fact. When your heart rhythms are coherent and you're feeling good, your immune system is boosted for the next 6 hours. So it takes 5 minutes to be in a state of gratitude, happiness, good vibes to boost your immune system for up to 6 hours.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the converse is also true. When you're feeling 5 minutes of frustration and anger and all those negative emotions, and if they're not processed correctly, your immune system's also affected for the next 6 hours. So it's super important to have that heartbeat in place. So there was this Japanese scientist, so you must know you must be familiar with my stories by now. I always have a story.
Yes.
So there was this Japanese scientist, Emoto, and he did an experiment with little kids. So he plonked little kids in a room with a glass of water, and he got them to say, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you," in the room. And then he took that water and he froze that water. And then he looked at the crystals under a microscope. And the crystals from there were a mess. They were a complete mess. You couldn't see a picture of it. It was just random and all over the place. It wasn't a pretty picture. He put another group of kids in a different room, again, the same glass of water, and he got them to say, "I love you, I love you, I love you," in the room. And that sort of energy went into that glass of water. Again, he froze it, looked under a microscope, and the crystals were absolutely beautiful from the I love you energy. Now, how does that affect us? Our bodies are made up of from 70% to 90% of water. So can you see what we're doing to ourselves with the energy that we're giving out and also the energy that we're taking into our bodies, because we're mostly made up of water. So to get your rhythms in place, I have an awesome trick for you. And it's quick and it's easy and you can do it with your kids. I know you're a young mom.
Yes.
You have kids, young kids as well, right?
I do.
So to connect with your heart and come from a place of love all the time, all you do is simply place your hand on your heart. I hope I missed my mic. Place your hand on your heart, okay? And just try and imagine that you can breathe in through your heart and that you're breathing out of your heart. And do it a couple of times, in your heart and out of your heart. And basically it calms you down. It lets you come from a place of love. Because Zoe, have you ever met a happy person that is angry, frustrated, bitter, and stingy?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, you haven't,
Yeah.
right? It's a kind of impossible to be happy in that state.
Yes.
Happy people have open hearts.
Yes.
So my message today is open your heart and come from a place of love.
That's incredible. Absolutely love it. And it's insane to think about our own positive, our thoughts can have a direct impact on our body. And I love that we can actually start learning these things and really focusing on these things. That's incredible. Thank you.
Thank
we
you
always
for
learn something
having
new
me.
when you're around. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so I do believe we are next going to be going to an ad break, but after that, Warren Loader will be joining me. So stick around.